Today's top story, Midships ring light breaks moments before his YouTube broadcast begins. Plus, huge updates coming out of Royal Caribbean regarding all their Oasis class vessels. You can now book your cruise on the largest cruise ship ever built. It's a big weekend for Carnival Cruise Lines as they officially restart 2 more cruise ships. Have you ever wanted to know the difference between Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Lines? We'll take a look at a few of them so you can make a better choice on your next cruise booking. All that coming up on Midships. Hey, welcome to the Midships YouTube channel. I'm your Captain Corey, and I apologize for this horrendous lighting situation going on right now. As I turned on the lights for filming, I heard a horrendous buzz, a big flicker, and then I nearly burnt my hand off unplugging my main ring light. I'll put a picture up right here of the monstrosity that I'm currently using to light this scene. Hopefully, I don't burn my studio down. A quick reminder before we hop into the news. Our cruise swag giveaway for this week is currently live. If you'd like your chance to win these awesome cruise swag items, including the seasickness wristbands and this cruise line approved power strip, all you have to do is go to the link in the description below, or I'm going to pin one up here in this upper right hand corner. Watch the video, it'll tell you how to get entered to win both of these items. Also, if you just can't wait to get your hand on this cruise swag or any of the previous cruise swag from our giveaways, there are Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Even if you just click on the links, it helps the channel out just a little bit. And all of my Amazon affiliate earnings, I pour right back into giveaways right here to the Midships family. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in every single episode. Now, what would you say if I told you that right now you can book your cruise for the inaugural sailing of the biggest cruise ship in the world? That's right, Wonder of the Seas bookings are now available from RoyalCaribbean.com. And I'll show you exactly which booking you need to pick if you want to join me on her inaugural sailing. So let's hop into RoyalCaribbean.com. So here we are on RoyalCaribbean.com. And before we even go ahead and search for the Wonder of the Seas cruises, I want you to know that no matter what, when you are searching for cruises or booking cruises, make sure you're logged into your account on the cruise line's website before you make your booking. It's going to help you out, and it may even autofill some of your information, which I know none of you have your Crown and Anchor number memorized. But go ahead and prove me wrong in the comments. I'd be glad to hear it. So from the homepage, RoyalCaribbean.com, you have 2 options. You can either choose Find a Cruise, or currently we have this banner ad down here for Wonder of the Seas Explore More. Now, I could click on that and it would take me directly to the sailings, but just in case that goes away, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to choose Find a Cruise. And I think I have fast internet, but Royal Caribbean site seems to want to prove me wrong. Okay, and so all you're going to do is head over to this right-hand side where it says Ships. Click that, and it drops down all of the available ships in Royal Caribbean's fleet here. We'll just choose Wonder of the Seas. It's the bottom right one. And we'll hit Apply. And so then it's going to change over to all the available sailings and prices for Wonder of the Seas. You can see, so these are all the sailings available for Wonder of the Seas. And you can see, you can actually hop on board the largest cruise ship in the world for just $614 per person. Now that's for a 5-night cruise. However, that's not actually her inaugural sailing. If you want to be amongst the first paying passengers to ever cruise Wonder of the Seas, you'll need to scroll down and choose this 7-night Eastern Caribbean and Perfect Day itinerary, leaving on Friday, March the 4th of 2022. And here are the itinerary details, just so you can get an idea of what this cruise will entail. So staterooms begin at $784 per person, with what I think is a fantastic balcony rate of $954 per person. And this cruise departs from Fort Lauderdale and calls to Labadee, Haiti, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Nassau, Bahamas, and then it wraps up at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So if you want your chance to cruise alongside Midships, go ahead and book on this March 4th itinerary for Wonder of the Seas. We can't wait to see all of the Midships family cruising on board. This is a fantastic opportunity for you to cruise with most of the cruise tubers that you watch on YouTube all the time. Speaking of which, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss updates just like this. I put out new videos every single day. And if you would absolutely love to cruise aboard Wonder of the Seas, why don't you do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button? It really does a whole lot to push our content out to other cruisers in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so very much. While we're talking about Royal Caribbean, let's go ahead and and get an update on where all of the Oasis class vessels are, because there's some huge news to report. From cruisehive.com by Robert McGilvery. All Royal Caribbean Oasis class cruise ships have resumed operations. When the Oasis class was launched back in 2009, with Oasis of the Seas, the world looked on in amazement. Not only was it incomprehensible that these huge blocks of steel could float, a fact that many can appreciate when seeing one of these behemoths in real life, the fact that they were packed with the latest and greatest there is to do at sea took most cruisers' breath away. Since Harmony of the Seas sailed for the first time post-pandemic in mid-August of this year, Royal Caribbean has been steadily bringing back the Oasis-class ships to service. Today, all 4 ships are operational from Europe, New Jersey, and Miami. And there's even better news, as the 5th member of the family, the largest cruise ship in the world, will launch next year. So let's have a look at where all of the Oasis-class vessels are currently sailing from, starting with Midships' home port, Port Canaveral. Allure of the Seas was the first Oasis-class ship to resume operations when she sailed from Port Canaveral on August 8th. She was also the 8th Royal Caribbean cruise ship to resume operations. Currently, Allure of the Seas is sailing in the Caribbean on a mix of eastern and western itineraries. Symphony of the Seas, the ship which currently holds the title for largest cruise ship in the world, was the second Oasis-class vessel to resume operations when she sailed from Miami on August 14th. The ship will continue to offer 7-night eastern and western Caribbean cruises into 2022. Harmony of the Seas is the only Oasis-class ship to be sailing in the Mediterranean and Europe. The ship, which was the biggest cruise ship in the world between 2016 and 2018, resumed operations on August 15th, one day after Symphony of the Seas sailed from Miami. Harmony of the Seas calls Barcelona her home when she sails to the Western Mediterranean. And last but not least, let's round out this list with Oasis of the Seas, the first of the Oasis-class ship that stunned the world. At the time of delivery, she was almost 50% larger than the Freedom-class ships, also sailing for Royal Caribbean. She was also 5 times larger than Titanic. Although no longer the largest cruise ship in the world, Oasis of the Seas is recently updated and is the biggest cruise ship to ever home port from Bayonne, New Jersey. The ship restarted operations on September 5th and is currently sailing Bahamas cruises with ports of call in Port Canaveral, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and Nassau, Bahamas. And then, of course, the 5th Oasis-class vessel is Wonder of the Seas, which we talked about just a little bit ago. I've received a few questions lately from Midships viewers as how multiple cruise lines compare, so I thought it'd be a great time to take a look at an article that compares Royal Caribbean and Carnival cruise lines. So let's go ahead and hop into that right now. From cruisehive.com by Holly Riddle. Royal Caribbean vs. Carnival Cruise Line. What are the differences? Considering taking a cruise but not familiar with all the various cruise lines, you might find yourself debating between Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Line. Both are incredibly popular lines and can be very different. While Carnival Cruise Line is more affordable and known for its family-friendly amenities, Royal Caribbean offers family-friendly amenities, but with more of a luxurious feel, and some say a bigger wow factor. Itineraries differ as well, with Carnival offering more US-based sailings and Royal Caribbean sailing to more destinations outside the United States. Some notable differences between the lines are their private islands, onboard dining options, entertainment on the ships, and the ship and fleet sizes themselves. So let's go ahead and touch on some of that now. So let's go ahead and start with how the fleet size compares. When it comes to the size of their fleets, both cruise lines are pretty evenly matched, with approximately 24 ships in each fleet. However, what the two cruise lines have within their fleets, aka the ships, can differ wildly. Carnival Cruise Line has a few older ships, with its oldest being the Ecstasy, built in 1991, but they also offer some newer vessels. And if you'd like to know that you're sailing on a newer Carnival vessel, go ahead and look for either the Vista class or the Excel class vessels. That would encompass ships like the Carnival Vista, Panorama, and Carnival Mardi Gras. Royal Caribbean, on the other hand, has a slightly younger fleet, with its oldest ship being Grandeur of the Seas, built in 1996. In terms of ship sizes, the two cruise lines are well matched. Carnival's smallest ships are the Fantasy class vessels, which hold around 2,000 passengers, while its largest ship, the Mardi Gras, holds over 5,000. Similarly, Royal Caribbean offers small ships in its Vision class, with capacities around 2,000 people, and their largest ship, the Symphony of the Seas, holds 5,500 passengers. Now, noteworthy that this will be surpassed by the Wonder of the Seas, which can hold nearly 6,000 1,000 passengers. So we're going to really quickly touch on the differences between the two cabin styles, between Royal Caribbean and Carnival. It's going to be pretty quick because most cruisers are going to be booking interior through balcony cabins. Some people might book suites, but unless you're really spending the big bucks to do some of the crazy suites that you can find on board these ships, this is really going to come down to a personal preference. So in general, Carnival Cruise Line cabins feel more colorful, bold, and cheerful. Everything is always festive and fun, and that's to be expected with a lot of their bright oranges and blues that are found inside of Carnival cabins. On Royal Caribbean, you can find a wide array of cabin styles with some pretty cool features you might not see on other cruise lines. This includes things like virtual balconies and even slides inside of some of the family suites. So overall, the Royal Caribbean vibe and decor style is a little bit more elegant and upscale than what you might find on Carnival. The bright colors have been swapped out for sleeker color palettes, more similar to what you might find in an upscale hotel room. The author's opinion is that cabins on board Royal Caribbean are more upscale. I'd really like to know what the Midships family thinks about how these two cruise line cabins compare. Why don't you go ahead and drop that in the comments below right now. I'll be sure to read all the comments from this video. Let's talk about something that can really make or break your cruise, and that is, of course, the onboard entertainment. As you could probably guess, Carnival Cruise Line offers loads of family-friendly entertainment and fun on board. Activities include pools, water parks, outdoor sports centers, mini golf, and more. Their newest ship, Mardi Gras, even features a roller coaster. Other entertainment options on newer ships include ropes courses and the Sky Ride. When it's time to head inside, Carnival offers you standard comedy sets, Broadway-style performances, and live music. Nightlife options include poolside movies, nightclub-esque parties, and DJ sets. However, Royal Caribbean takes the fun up a notch. While the line may not be as renowned for its family-friendly atmosphere as Carnival is, it still manages to wow with all things entertainment related. Royal Caribbean boasts multiple pools on each ship, flow rider surf simulators, water parks, zip lines, indoor skydiving, and rock climbing walls, among other entertainment options. About half of Royal Caribbean's fleet offers indoor ice skating rinks, while newer ships in the Quantum class offer a Seaplex and even the tallest water slide at sea. When it comes to indoor entertainment options on board Royal, there are of course Broadway-style shows, as well as aerial shows and acrobatic stunts in their Aqua Theater. Let's talk about how the two cruise lines compare as it relates to onboard dining options, something I know that a lot of cruisers really love about the cruise experience. Carnival offers both fixed and flexible dining options. There are fewer specialty restaurants aboard Carnival ships, and the included basic options are firm fan favorites. These include long-standing options such as Blue Iguana Cantina, Guy's Burger Joint, as well as Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue. And now we also have to add Shaq's Big Chicken, which is aboard the Carnival Mardi Gras. Carnival is no stranger to celebrity-endorsed restaurants, as it's obvious with the line's partnerships with celebrity chef Guy Fieri, Shaq, as well as Emeril Lagasse. Royal Caribbean similarly offers fixed and flexible dining options. There are more specialty dining options on Royal Caribbean ships as compared to most Carnival ships. The basic restaurants included in your fare are pretty standard and pretty much just include a few casual and cafe options, as well as the ship's main dining room. Royal Caribbean doesn't have as many celebrity endorsements, though it does offer a restaurant concept from Chef Jamie Oliver. The article also compares the drinks packages on board of Royal Caribbean and Carnival. While Carnival's drink package is technically cheaper, they do limit you to 15 beverages per day, whereas Royal Caribbean doesn't limit how many drinks you can buy per day on your drinks package. When it comes to dining, which line takes the top prize? Well, I'm going to call it a tie. It's a little bit more subjective here as to what you prefer. There are a lot of lifelong fans of the Windjammer buffet on board of Royal Caribbean ships, but that doesn't take anything away from the buffets on board Carnival ships as well. And as the main dining rooms are concerned, it can definitely be considered a toss-up. If you're more of a specialty dining fan, you might want to go with Royal Caribbean. But if you prefer flexible dining options, Carnival would be the cruise line for you. And we wouldn't do this comparison justice without talking about both cruise lines' private islands. So let's go ahead and do that now. The Perfect Day at Coco Cay in the Bahamas has been recently redesigned and features tons of ways to play and have a perfect day, all without battling the crowds you might find in a normal cruise port. Carnival's private island, on the other hand, is called Half Moon Cay, also in the Bahamas. While it certainly offers its own perks and benefits, it's not nearly as hype-worthy as Perfect Day. So that's a quick comparison between Royal Caribbean and Carnival cruise lines. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of people will book a cruise just based on the cost alone. And with that in mind, Carnival is generally a little bit more inexpensive of a line to cruise on. But regardless, you're going to have a fantastic time whichever cruise line you choose. So big news for Carnival Cruise Line this weekend, as 2 additional ships are set to restart tomorrow. And the first of those ships is Carnival Dream, who sets sail tomorrow on a 6-night Mexican itinerary. The second ship resuming operations this weekend is the Carnival Glory, and who can forget, she's been doing all of the aid work down in New Orleans, housing first responders helping to clean up from Hurricane Ida. But tomorrow she finally sets sail for a 7-night itinerary in the Bahamas. I just got done checking my YouTube analytics for an extremely important video I released yesterday regarding these at-home test kits and some of the new changes you need to know about them. Now, an alarmingly small amount of people have viewed that video, so I want to be sure you get a chance to watch it. It's only 4 minutes long, and I'll pin it right up here in this upper right-hand corner. Also, there will be a link to it in the description below. This goes over not only how to order the test kits, but how to interpret the expiration date changes currently going on. It's super important that you catch it, and I think most cruisers need to be testing this way. However, if you prefer to test in person, tomorrow's Midships episode will detail exactly how you can book an appointment for a rapid test at CVS. Make sure you don't miss that episode. Don't forget, our cruise swag giveaway is on until September 22nd at noon Eastern. If you want to get entered to win either one of these prizes, make sure you follow that link in the description below. Thank you so much for stopping by the Midships channel today, and until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships.